Okay, welcome to Royal Instinct. I am your savior. I am making this video because I feel like there's too many people who are bullshitting their way on the internet, on YouTube, and I'm here to give you the facts of what works, what doesn't work. Trust me, I've been in self help for many years. I've tried many things, and a lot of it is just full on bullshit. I'm here to help you navigate the world, and hopefully you can learn a couple things. So today we're breaking down Chris Williamson and Hamza. Let's see what they have to say on the plight of modern men and modern dating.
Your competition right now for the average guy who's watching this, who jacks off 5 times a week and he plays video games for like 1 hour a day.
You'll notice Hamza loves talking about masturbation. I know that there's a whole nofap movement, whatever, but the reason people are fucking masturbating too much, believing in semen retention, is the world has changed. Okay, since social media has taken over, the world doesn't work the same anymore because instead of being in your own little country, dotted around the earth, you are now connected into the new world, which is the internet. So you might exist and live on Earth. You might sleep there, you might walk around in there, but your actual life is on the internet. And that's very important. And you might say, oh, at the moment it's not. That is where we're gradually moving to, right? And we're nearly there. Dating's already there, right? So there's a few things that are lagging still. Like, for example, if you go shopping at a supermarket, that hasn't moved online yet. I mean, you can do online shopping, but there's still physical stores. Once those are eradicated, what are you going to do then? Your internet is the only way that you'll be able to do shopping. So dating is already there, right? And then once humans exist to fight for resources and to make sure that their DNA moves on to the next generation. So if dating is already there, resources are not far behind. But most people are asleep and they haven't figured this out yet. But let's carry on and see what this guy's saying.
But it's more like four. The thing is, if you do a push up today, you have literally beaten 500 million men. How can that not blow your mind? And if you go and do like a good.
I mean, beating 500 million men is nothing really, because when you're in a global market, right, only the top 10% count, right? That is why you have a third of young men not dating women. They're going to end up sexless. They're going to end up not procreating. They're going to end up miserable, depressed. It's really, I don't think these guys understand the actual problem that they're describing.
Structured program, you're beating pretty much every single guy.
I think that the dating YouTube space at the moment is totally fascinating, and it's fragmenting into loads of little.
The reason he's saying it's fascinating is because it's changing so quickly, no one can keep up with it. So you had the pickup movement, you had the red pill movement, you had the Andrew Tate movement. All these little things are happening, but the landscape's ever changing, right? For example, webcams and OnlyFans has changed OnlyFans has fucked everything up, right? People giving up and just willing to pay money for parasocial relationship. And this guy is saying it's fascinating. You have to also remember these are two famous people that you're looking at, right? And this is the hack to life, right? In this society, you have to be famous no matter what. Okay, Hamza's famous, right? He's got over 2 million YouTube subscribers, and Chris Williamson's famous. He's got over 1 million, I reckon. These people are famous, and they're giving you dating advice based on their situation, and they don't understand the full plight of a person who is struggling at the bottom. Okay, I'm someone who was involved in the pickup industry for over since 2016, and before that, I was just dating just aimlessly, like a aimless millennial. um, but I got involved in the pickup industry. I've done thousands and thousands of approaches. I understand what works, what doesn't work. I'm not a pickup artist. I don't advocate for pickup artistry, by the way. And the landscape's changed so much that the only way is you have to become famous. You have to become noticed. You have to become someone who people look up to and who has a following. My what I advocate for is that you have to become a subject matter expert in whatever you find interesting, because if you don't find it interesting, you will procrastinate for the rest of your life. Okay, and my method beats procrastination because you're doing something that you enjoy. You're doing it regardless of results. You're becoming more knowledgeable, more famous as you go along on this journey. You become an expert as you go along on this journey. And once you become an expert and famous, money, celebrity, fame, business opportunities, and women dating opportunities, they'll just come your way anyway.
Subgroups at the moment. How would you categorize the content that you make? What's the purpose of the stuff that you put out on YouTube?
I'd say holistic self-improvement. I love that term more than like I've taken a bit from everywhere, right? I've done the full like hardcore red pill type of stuff. I've ventured into the black pill, so other people don't have to go and look at their content. But I found
just so you know where I stand on self-improvement, as the famous Tyler Durden from Fight Club said, self-improvement is just masturbation. You should have hobbies that improve and benefit your life anyway, but it shouldn't be solely self-improvement to have a better life, because if you're already in this mind frame of, oh, I need to self-improve to have this type of life, you're already fucked. Okay. The hack is to become an expert, which gets you fame. Okay. And the reason I say it that way, become an expert and then get fame, because if you become famous because you decide to do a sex tape, because you decide to, I don't know, do some fucking funny pranks, that's people that there's a guy, I think his name's Vitali. He used to do funny pranks, and if you look at him, he just looks like a crackhead. So I advise against it, because if you decide to become a subject matter expert in your field of expertise, you might not be an expert right now, but you hoping to become an expert. If you decide to do that way, you'll love what you do for the rest of your life. You'll build real value, and you actually benefit humanity.
there's never really like a healthy mix between them. A lot of them will just focus like just solely on women, seeing them as the enemy, trying to be sexist towards them or aggressive towards them. A lot of them just focus on like nihilism and like this sense of like hopelessness. And I don't think.
Just quickly on what he just said is women being the enemy. They're not the enemy. Women are the gatekeepers for the next generation, because as a man, they choose the best man that they have available. It's just how biology works. It's just how nature works. You can't hate nature, because if you hate nature, you hate humanity. You hate Earth as within itself. You have to become the best man there is out there, and the good opportunity for you is that at the moment there's so much false information floating around about equality, about egalitarianism, about feminism, whatever, toxic masculinity, all this bullshit. It's just there to distract you. Okay, the real thing that you have to do is this is how life works. Find something that you're interested in, find something you're passionate about, right? Learn as much as you can, document it online. Okay, this is the hack. Document it online, right? If you are authentic, you'll gain a following. It might take a year, 2 years. You'll gain a following, right? You can then monetize that, and therefore you'll be able to you'll be able to monetize it, and you'll be able to show other people that you are an expert. Because if you have a following, people that's it. If you have a following, people will be like, oh, lots of people follow him. He must know what he's talking about, right? And the only reason people will follow you is if you are clued up about what you're talking about. So that is the hack in today's society. We're all moving online, right? The virtual reality is coming. The metaverse is coming. We're all going to be online. We're going to be stuck on there. If you are not, this is your one opportunity, your chance to get ahead on something. Okay, there's already thousands of content creators online. Yeah, it's fine, right? What we're going to be doing is we're going to find something that we're passionate about, something where we can work at 24/7 that doesn't feel like work to us. Okay, and then we'll get ahead because that is something we genuinely want to do for the rest of our lives. I can help people find what they're passionate about. I can help people find what their expertise could be. If you're interested, find a link in the description. Let's go back to Hamza and see what he's saying.
I think any one pill or space online really combines anything together to give like a younger man the framework for like a healthy life going forward, revolving around good relationships. And I love the term holistic self-improvement, which is just, okay, why don't we all just improve as much as we can? So of course we'll try and up our SMV, we'll try and like attract more women and everything, but why not?
If you're already improving, if you're trying to improve yourself, that means there's something wrong with you, right? You have to remember the world tells you that you're fucked up, okay? Because it doesn't matter what your personality is. If you were born into a rich family with the like just look at David Beckham's son, all right? That guy was born to two famous people, right? A pop star, right? If you were around in the 90s, the Spice Girls, were the biggest band in the world. And the most famous footballer, David Beckham, right, at the time, still an icon, right? His son, Brooklyn Beckham, has no talent, literally no talent whatsoever, and he's opening restaurants. He's he's been a famous photographer. His wife is an heiress. This isn't because he's special, right? It's literally he was born in the right place at the right time. Okay, and you watching this, you were born at the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay, because you didn't have instant access to fame, right? However, through hard work, right, through focusing on what is important, right, you can build a following, you can build status, and gain some sort of fame. And when I mean fame, I don't even talk about that you need thousands of subscribers. Okay, you need one or two thousand people that follow you, right? All of a sudden, people will value you because the information that you'll be giving out will be so valuable, right? That those people will seek you out and want to be your friends. Okay, and that's the other thing that's really important that I really believe in is friendship. Now, the type of friends that you want is the people who have the same goals as you, who are on the same journey as you, and you can help with each other. I myself, I'm looking for 100 people that I can help. Okay, 100 people who want to build a kingdom, because I myself am a king, and I am building a kingdom of kings. Okay, and together, when you have a kingdom of kings, right? I'm building my kingdom, you're building your kingdom. We will together conquer the rest of the earth. Okay, the World Economic Forum, right? If you haven't heard about them, look them up. They have a very, very blatant plan where they sell you a dream utopia under the guise of total control. Okay, they want to control everything, resources, because the world that they're designing is people end up sexless, right? If you're not having sex, you'll end up depressed. Okay, therefore, the world they're building is a world that they'll sell you you'll be really happy, like you owe nothing and you'll be happy. In truth, to be happy in life, you need to own. Okay, humans are built to seek power. That is why we so exist, to seek power, to gain status, to gain resources, and to pass on our genetics to the next generation. Okay, that is why humans exist. And I am looking. Most people are asleep. They ain't gonna listen to this fucking message. They're too stupid. They're too dumb to realize how they're being played by society. If you are someone who feels that you deserve better, then I suggest you hit me up and see if we can work together. At the end of the day, I'm looking for 100 people. These 100 people will become good friends of mine because together we'll conquer the earth.
Do that alongside things like healthy mental health practices, gratitude, mindfulness, learning things about like our childhood trauma and how that shapes our dating life.
You're right. There's no one pill that's got all of the answers within it. And you can learn bits by bouncing between them, but it seems like the most toxic communities are the ones where someone's got into it and then never ever left.
Oh, that was me in the red pill for like...
To what Chris Williamson just said is, there's not, you have to understand is, there's no cookie cutter, right, solution to the world's problems, because you have to be unique, right? So Hamza is selling his version of the solution, okay, of doing self-improvement, having a holistic approach to it. At the end of the day, that works for him, right? And if you follow exactly what he has done, you become Hamza, right? Why the fuck would I watch another Hamza? Okay, and look, whatever he's doing online, there's a lot of people who joined his whatever his community is called, Adonis School. They're all becoming mini Hamzas. Okay, you don't want to be, right. Whatever teacher, whatever guru you're following online, you don't want to become another fucking version of him. Okay, what you want to do is listen to what he's saying, right, and apply it to your own personality, which means is the information is you take it into your brain through your ears and you project it through your own vision of who you are. Okay, and therefore no one will be able to fuck with you, no be able to replace you, because you are the sole person who is able to talk about what you are interested in, right? So just talking about general self-improvement, right? What does he talk about? Gym, mental health, meditation, cold showers, probably, no fap, approaching women. It's all great. Like, I'm not saying don't go to the gym, but it's like, don't follow that. There's something greater. Yeah, if you look at what he's really doing, is he is building fame for himself, and that is what's making him money, right? Following what he does will, being in shape will never hurt you. Approaching women will never hurt you. Taking cold showers, I guess, will never hurt you, but it's not going to get you the results that you're after, because the right people who I'm interested in is the ones who want to be right at the top of society, in the top 1%. And to do that, you have to build fame. That is the only way.
7 years. You can, like, I think you've taken it as well. Like, you can really, really go deep inside one of these. And when you stop questioning the reliability, the accuracy of what, like, the information that you consume, you can put like such a hindrance on your growth.
Well, that's how cults work. That is precisely how cults.
So it's interesting that Chris Williamson straight away mentions the word cult. Hamza has described himself as a cult leader. He is trying to have a cult of people who are into self-improvement. That sounds quite all right. It's like, oh, okay, what's the downside? Well, the downside is that he is the only person that is at the top, right? And the thing is, once you have a cult, you have a following, you're at the top, you're seen as someone who's valuable, and then you can engage with other people, right? And then you, as a cult leader, are in the top 1%. Instead of like being in a cult or whatever, I understand how cults work, okay? I'd rather find 100 people who can start a following, not be a pedophilic cult leader, be at the top. I'd rather be friends with the people at the top. Do you get what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, if your aim in life is to be a cult leader, and I understand 100% how it works. If I wanted to, I could 100% start my own cult. But I'd rather I'd rather have 100 friends, like 100 friends that are on the same life path as me, who have the same interests as me, and then who I can give advice to, who can give advice back to me. Friendship is the most richest thing that you will ever find in life. Okay, if your whole mission in life is to become a cult leader, you're fucked, right? Become a subject matter expert, build value, share that value with people that you trust and that you can be friends with.
Work that you have this leader, the leader's word cannot be questioned, all of the followers that get co-opted in, they all just believe because you're supposed to believe, and nobody questions anybody's words. And that lack of critical thinking causes, think about what cults do. They wrap people around, it's a geographical location but also an ideological location, and they don't permit them to grow.
Have you seen my Instagram bio?
Just quickly, even if you think you're not in a cult, you're in a cult. The nation state can be turned into a cult. Wokeism is a cult. Feminism is a cult. So it depends what you subscribe to. At the end of the day, all these things are a distraction. Okay, all the world's problems, whether world wars are going on, whatever crisis is going on, whatever vaccines get put out, they all end up becoming cults. Okay, because what cults need is belief. Okay, and what I advocate for is that you become a subject matter expert and give your expertise. Okay, not your belief, your expertise on something, where you become the authority for that subject, and then because you become a person of value, you can then trade who you are, basically. Who is the person who understands that subject the most. Because you're able to do that, you gain fame. Once you have fame, you have access to more resources, more money, and the hottest women in the world will want to date you because you're an expert at something.
No, what's it say?
I've just changed as a cult leader.
Maybe that's why you know what I'm on about.
I did some research on like cults and religions, and I wanted to create like the first healthy cult where you actually like voluntarily come in. I voluntarily like tell you, yeah, you're joining a cult. We're a cult of young men who don't faff anymore, and like who is trying to like reduce our drug usage.
Talk to me about no fap.
I don't know if you just caught that, but I think that was his dad in the background just shouting. Let's listen to that again.
Where you actually like voluntarily come in. I voluntarily like tell you, yeah, you're joining a cult. We're a cult of young men who don't faff anymore, and like who is trying to like reduce our drug usage.
Talk to me about no fap.
Did you hear that?
I think the online space has got this like different perception of what it is, in my opinion. I think a lot of people think like it is, the levitation and it's going to make you amazing and everything. And you certainly will see a very, very significant change in your life if you're one of those like hardcore wankers who are going multiple times a day.
I like how he's trying to say he's helping people who are nofap, and then he laughs at them. I think that's a bit sad. Nofap, if you have to go into nofap, you have a fucking problem in life, right? It's an addiction. It's an addiction because what porn provides is intimacy, and the people who are nofap are the most people is men. They suffer the most because your body, when the man masturbates, he ejaculates semen, okay, and it takes a lot to produce semen, right? When a woman orgasms, it kind of rejuvenates them a lot more. When a man ejaculates and he realizes he didn't ejaculate inside a woman, it makes him sad because I just wasted my fucking sperm, okay? And you wasting the sperm, right? When you were in hunter-gatherer societies, you had limited options to ejaculate or have sex with a woman. So porn isn't helpful. It will numb you as a person. You'll get less done. You won't reach your goals. Is it as bad as people say? Yeah, if you're doing a lot, man, it is bad. It's gonna fuck you up. You're better off becoming famous, having status, having women chase you. You know, do you think people like Drake, people like Future, Future has like what, 1 million kids by 1 million different women. Like, you're better off just fucking ejaculating inside hot women instead of just fapping around. Become famous.
They messed up porn and everything, which, to be honest, like, there's a fair amount of guys, and I have the authenticity to say, yeah, 100%, I was not that messed up, but like, I was one of those guys, right? And so when you go from this, like, multiple times a day to, like, not, maybe let's say once every 3 days you're masturbating, there's quite a big difference. And that's, like, I think as far as a lot of the benefit does go. After that, there's like this cult online which are telling you, okay, if you ever touch a dick again, like, that's the perception that they're pushing onto young men. If you fap again, you've lost the benefits, which that blows my mind, because
No, man, if you're holding on to your cum all the time, it's like you become frustrated. More than that, it's like, fuck that, man. Right? Like, do you want to be wanking for the rest of your life? Do you want to be masturbating for the rest of your life? No. What you have to do, you have to become famous, right? There's a small window of opportunity that you have, right? Use it to become an expert in whatever field that you're interested in, right? I can help you with that. Okay. And the people I help are going to eventually become my best friends. Make good friends in life, right? People who got your genuine back, people who you can trust, people who ain't gonna try and fuck you over or sleep with your missus. Genuinely, just make good friends, enjoy your life at the top, though, right? Have that fame. All the people you're watching online on YouTube, they have a level of fame. You kind of look up to them in a way. That should be you. Like, 100%, that should be you. Fuck everyone else, right? You are going to take that place. You should be at the top. And it's not as bad, it's not as hard as you think it is, right? You don't need to have a fucking production set, right? Like, literally, like it'll take you more about you understanding your own mindset, right? Getting rid of the negative thoughts in your head, understanding that you are just like everyone else, and speaking your truth in a way, right? When when feminists say I'm speaking my truth, they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about, right? Your truth is whatever you're passionate, the thing that you're passionate about, and you should be talking about that. If you're interested, like I said, man, hit me up. People who understand what I'm talking about, right? There's not many people like that in the world, right? There's only a select few. Right? I'm looking for those people, but personally, right, I could never give a fuck about fame, right? But I also understand that fame is so important into the society, right? That even me, I have to go on fucking YouTube and fucking make videos, right, to find those people. I'm like instead of walking around, right, the whole world, right, 8 point whatever billion people there are, asking, hey, are you my type of person? Are you my type of person? I'm broadcasting my message. I'm broadcasting my message to 8 billion people, and I want 99% to say fuck you. Okay, I'm not interested in what you say. But 100 people, if I find 100 people who know what I'm talking about, that they have that royal instinct, that they believe they're a king, that they want to build a kingdom, right? They'll join me on my quest to take over the world, to say fuck you to what was the slogan? You will own nothing and you'll be happy. We'll own everything. Okay, we're gonna own everything and be happy. We're gonna overthrow the WEF and yeah, man, 100. Imagine that 100 people, 100 of us that we together take over the world.
That's so unhealthy to tell young guys. It's like telling an obese guy, okay, yeah, get into the gym, get into the gym. You should go every day. If you miss a day, you lose all of the progress. That's heartless, man. That's so like. I've come across more young men who have been pained by nofap than who have just like got problems with like porn and masturbation. Yeah, because they get like this existential crisis where now they feel like more of a loser.
Yeah, man, don't join things that if you don't live up to that person's ideal, fucking makes you feel like shit, right? This is the thing, like if you can get hold of your own brain, if you're able to master yourself, you'll be able to be the judge of what's important and what's not important. And life is very simple, man, right? And then, like, I used to be a huge procrastinator, but you find something that you love and you focus on that thing, okay? You become an expert at that thing. You can sell your expertise, right? You gain a following for your expertise, right? Other people want to work with you, collaborate with you, date you. The hottest women in the world want an expert, okay? They want someone at the top, not the bottom. Once you're at the top, your friends will be other kings like myself, like you. There'll be 100 of us, right? We'll help each other out, right? But there's only, not everyone's like this. Most of you fuck off, right? Like literally, like I don't give a shit. Fuck off, switch off, leave your dislikes like a fucking loser. And yeah, but there is a few people who understand kind of what I'm talking about. Hit me up on rawlinstinct.com and together we can take over the world. I can't be asked to listen to these two guys. Chris Williamson is just like, he thinks he's good because he's interviewing people, but like he doesn't said fuck all. He's like, "Oh, talk to me about nofap." Great, you keep talking about people masturbating, and Hamza is building his little cult, where you'll be self-improving for the rest of your life because self-improvement never ends. Okay, right? Self-improvement never ends. You're supposed to improve for the rest of your life. Like you're supposed to gain more knowledge. You're supposed to keep growing. That's the only way you're happy. Okay. And if you can do that and build a level of fame, you'll be fucking Gucci, mate. Anyway, over and out. Raw Instinct. See you later.